Good morning and welcome to my SilverSneakers class. It's a Flex chair yoga class. I'm Olivia. Let's get started. All right, so back against the back of your seat. I like a little wiggle in my feet, maybe. Yeah, and maybe the hands. Take a deep breath in and settle on back. Let your feet drop downward. And simply settle back in for a couple of nice deep breaths. You're going to oxygenate your cells, your tissues, your organs, and prepare for the little bit of work that's to come today before we party. Let the belly move out. And let your eyes drift open, soft gaze. And let's come out to the edge of the seat. All right. Feet right underneath the knees. And let's take the hands to the, just sort of surround the kneecaps. Lifting the heart here. It's like you're going to take the gaze up, but let it lift from the heart, not the head falling back. And then exhale. Roll back towards the tailbone, scoop the belly, pull that navel right in towards your spine. And then again, same thing. I'm going to keep my arms straight here as I just move my spine, lifting the heart, roll back towards the tailbone, scoop the belly. So it's a seated cat and cow. Following your breath. And back. And then just sit up nice and tall. Tip the head over, come right back up, and then the other way. So as you tip over, let's go back to the right side. Maybe 2 fingers there on the shoulder. Just sort of draw the shoulder downward just a bit. And then switch to the other side. Just 2 fingers gently on the right shoulder. And then all the way back up. Look over the right shoulder. And then over the left. And notice right away if you have 2 different sides. Try not to move the shoulders at all. Just looking right and left. Take this today in our triangle pose. This range of motion. One more time. Coming right to the front. Let's roll the shoulders around. A little crackling, a little popping probably. From here, opening the arms, press the elbows back, try to keep them up shoulder level, reach to the ceiling, and then pull down towards the hips, drop the chin down as well. And again, reaching skyward, lift the heart, and then tuck the chin. Same thing, just lift your heart and tuck. One more time, and tuck. All right, so arms back up. I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider, and I'm going to tip side to side, getting a nice stretch on one side and then the other. If this feels better to you, or if this feels good, whatever you'd like to do. Pulling that navel towards your spine, you'll feel a nice stretch down the left side and then the right side, and then contract that right side to get you back up. Feel yourself use those muscles in the core. One more time. Hands in front, stretch them forward now. I'm going to draw the right arm back and it comes over the head to the front. And then the left. Shoulder to shoulder, twist that upper body, look to the left wall, up and back. Maybe look over the right shoulder, depending on your range of motion. Grounding through the feet here, right? So nothing moving in the knees and the legs. We're holding steady. And again, one more time. One more time on the other side. And this time, drop that right hand down to the thigh and come to the front. So I'm going to reach forward and then pull back. Wrap that shoulder blade right around your spine. Again, reach forward, lean into this, and then wrap that around. Again, belly in as you come forward. I also have a little support here. And one more time. Pull back. All right, we switch. Reach forward. Wrap that shoulder blade around your spine. Again. Again. And one more time. All right, and then around. Take your feet a little bit wider. And let's go around. Feel all parts of the core muscles work here, I think. One more time. Feet back in, right back on the sit bones. I'll slip that right knee up and then release. We'll take the left knee up and release. Let it draw up towards the shoulder, out a little bit maybe. Again, keeping that navel pulled in. Last one. All right, let's go back to the other side and then a little circle around. Try to let it be dead weight right there in your hands. So you're going to use the shoulders to do this. Nice and still in the body. All right, send that leg out. Oh, and right back in. And again, you don't need hands, don't use them, toes to the ceiling. If you do, that's okay too. And two more. Nice stretch down the back of the leg. All right, last one. Now sit tall, hold it, release. Other side. Bring it in. We're going to circle this around. In. Stretch that leg out. Articulating everything you can. Toes, ankle, knees, hips. Get joints moving. All right, last one. Hold it up here. Sit extremely tall. Push that low back forward, belly in. Maybe release. All the way down. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck the chin for a moment. And then inhale, halfway rise. Use the hands on the thighs there. Reach into chair pose. All the way up. All right. We're going to circle sweep the arms and stand up. I'm not going to stand up just this time because I want you to be sure you get out to the edge of the seat. Okay, ready? Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly and circle sweep. Let's take the arms down and sit back down. We'll do it again. Circle sweep. All the way back down. One more time. Circle sweep. All the way up. Reach that, whatever you have in your hand, to the top shelf. So lifting the heart to get it up there. And then opening the arms, slide them into your back pocket. Elbows back, lift the heart. A little stretch in the chest. All right, release. Shake out. Got a drink of water if you have some. Go around to the back of the chair. Ooh. Let's see if I can get this on here. Dora. No, it wasn't Dora. I'll find it. No, that's all right. Okay, downward facing dog first. Oh, we have lots of room here today, huh? It's kind of nice. So, a little movement, whatever you need here. Maybe a little tuck in the tailbone. And then soften the knees, bend them a little bit, tip the pelvis forward, turn the tailbone to the right and the left. Whatever movement feels good to you here today. Breathing deep. All right. And then take the gaze over the chair, step in on the right foot. Let's step back on the left foot and we'll come up into our warrior warrior one. So that front knee is over the ankle, back leg is straight, arms up, deep breath in. Touching the thumbs. And coming down, touch the little fingers. So keep the palms facing your chair. Coming right back up. Now what's not happening is, and I'm not bending my knees here at all. I'm going to keep my knee smack over my ankle there. I'm going to keep that back leg straight. This is all in the upper body. A little bit of a hinge. One more time. And down. Bring your hands back to your heart. Deep breath in. All right. This hand's going to go forward for the chair if you need it, and I'm going to turn this to the back. Now pull that navel in towards your spine to protect your back. Breathing deep. Drop that back arm, circle sweep, both feet together, reach to the ceiling. We take the other side, same thing. Toe ball heel goes down, front knee is going to stay locked over the ankle right there. Deep breath in. Thumbs together, little fingers just tap. Yes, nice. Lovely. And as you come down, you feel a nice stretch between the shoulder blades there. Again. And down. All right, that's the last one. And then hands come together at your heart. Bring them up. You can reach for the chair or reach. Other way, Gloria. Oh, there you go. Use that right hand on the chair if you need it. It's always there. And then reach. All right, drop that back leg, back arm, reach to the ceiling. Little upward salute. Get a nice side stretch in here. Drop the shoulders. Yes, very nice. And release. Step the feet out wide. Let's keep the toes to the front first. And I'm not too close to the chair because you're going to do a little hinge towards it, so you don't want to hit your face on it, okay? Wide standing mountain pose first. So draw that tailbone underneath you. In this relaxed position, you'll know that that pelvis is going to want to tip forward in, right? So what I want you to do is draw the tailbone downward towards the earth, all right? So you're going to squeeze the thighs and the glutes to do this. Now, with this hand on the thigh, I'm going to keep that there. Reach over and come back. Other side, same thing. Sink into that knee, send the hips back, and all the way back up. So my hips are going to go back. It's like a one-legged squat. And up. And again. Sink into it. Nice side stretch. One more time. And back. Now, turn that right toe to the right wall. We're going to push over. And then I'm going to come back. So I'm going to sink into this knee, but still facing this way. I'm not going to go the other way just yet. And pull back. A little bend in that knee. Out. And back. Now you want to start to roll to the heel in the front. Go ahead and do that. If it gives your heel trouble, like it will on the other side for me, don't do it. And one more time. All right, come back to the center, wide standing mountain pose. Take a deep breath, tailbone underneath you. We go the other way. Push over and pull back. Again, lift the toes there if you'd like, if that feels better, if that feels good to you. Want to challenge your balance a bit. Out and in. Out and in. 2 more times. Very nice. And last one. Toes to the front, wide standing mountain pose. Let's take the hands on the hips at this point, shoulders back, little soft micro bend, and we're going to hinge towards the chair. Now, this gives you back trouble, or you got a little back trouble, you may want to take your hands on the chair, pull that navel in towards your spine, and if you're using your chair, you're going to push back up, otherwise come back up. You use the hamstrings to get your self back up, coming right back up. And again, belly in, please, and come right back up. Deep breath in. Walk your feet in, downward facing dog. Breathe deep. And then bend the knees. Bring the hands back to the thigh muscles. We're going to reverse swan dive all the way back up. Deep breath. Forward fold. Take that halfway rise. Now belly is pulled in right here. Heart moving forward. Circle sweep. Come into chair pose. You still have a straight back here. Pull the shoulders back. Maybe take a wee bit deeper, and then up we go. Deep breath. All the way back down. Shake out. Step into the chair. We'll turn that right toe to the right wall. Arms out. Okay. Deep breath, arms up. Now we're going to land in warrior 2. So knee over the ankle, back leg straight. Beautiful. Again, deep breath. You get that muscle memory, and you'll know exactly where you need to be. Perfect. Y'all are great. And again, 2 more. Last one. Okay, this time we're going to leave that right arm up. Sink down. Turn your gaze towards that right arm if you can. Here's our extended sun warrior, peaceful warrior. Level this out. Slide a bit, and we go into extended angle. Reach to the ceiling. Parshvanottanasana. Nice. Maybe turn the gaze. There's that neck flexibility. Use the chair if you need to. Level this out. Beautiful. Deep breath in, toes to the front. We go the other way. Okay, so straight leg first, toe facing the left wall, right toe facing the front of the room. Deep breath in. Exhale, find your warrior two. Yeah, and again. Again. If you find your knee going over the ankle, move that back leg a bit more. All right, so stretch that back leg out. You obviously have a little more flexibility than you've given yourself credit for. And again. All right. Both arms up. Hold that straight leg. Release that back arm. And now we're going to sink into that front knee into our extended Sun Warrior. Feel these fingers draw almost as if they're drawing away from that left hip there. Nice length. One more breath. All right. We level this out. Slide just a bit and rest the wrist. And then again, turn towards that right arm if you can. But just to the front, that's okay too. One more breath. All right, level this back out. Walk both feet in. That foot doesn't work so good for me. Back to downward facing dog. Gaze over the chair. You really flex the back when you do that. Step in on the right foot, and it's going to be halfway between the chair and where that back foot was, and where that back foot is. So then I'm going to ride up on the back toe. I'm going to turn this sideways here. I'm going to ride up on the back toe, and then sink into the heel. All right. So just ride up and sink. We do this with balance. Arms up if you can. Reach to the ceiling. Draw the elbows behind you. You need one hand on the chair. That's okay. That works too. You're still working on balance. And again, reaching up and back down. One more time. Bring your hands to your heart. Now we're going to push forward towards the chair. Let that back foot leave the earth. Use the chair if you need to. Flex that back foot. And we come into our airplane pose. Maybe your arms out. Bring the heart forward. Breathing deep. From here, we're going to swoop and come into tree pose. So bring that foot in. It can come down into our sapling pose on the ground is fine, or wrapped up around your legs. Use one hand, two hands on the chair. See if you can find it. Stepping both feet down. Let's go back to downward facing dog so we can get in this on the other side as well. Breathing deep. Okay, in on the left foot. Let that right heel leave the earth behind you, just the heel. The arms are going to go up. Now I'm going to sink into my front knee and drop that heel. Nice calf stretch there. Rise back up. And then down. Elbows are going to, imagine they're going to touch behind your back. So you are stretching the chest when you do this. And again. One more time. Hands come to the heart. And here we go. We're going to pop that back heel up. Maybe lift the foot. Come into our airplane pose. Use the chair if you need it. Arms out if you can. Airplane. And then coming into our tree pose. If you can float into it, fine. If you need to put hands on the chair, whatever you need. Focus on your breath here. And everything else floats away. Drop that foot. Come back to mountain pose. And notice how you feel. Good work. Downward facing dog. Stepping back. Bend the knees. Bring your hands back to the thigh muscles. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Forward fold, belly in. We're going to take that halfway rise. That back is flat. That back is still flat. And as we drop into chair pose, your back is still flat, right? You're not rounded here. Take that round out of it. Maybe a little deeper. Send the hips back further. Rise up. Deep breath. Release back down. All right, shake out, grab a drink of water, let's sit back down. All right. Let's go over this way. So turn to the right. We're going to drop that left knee down. Now, depending on the flexibility in your hip, if this gives your low back trouble, if it pinches, by all means don't do it. I'm going to ratchet my foot back a little bit more so that knee can drop further towards the ground. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that tailbone underneath me, which is actually going to kind of rise me up just a bit. Yeah, getting a nice stretch in this hip flexor right here. Take a deep breath in. That arm that's closest to me, let it reach up, and we're going to go over. And now let that left hip drop downward just a little bit to really get a nice stretch in through that hip flexor. Breathe deep. And I'm holding on to the chair too. All right, coming right back up. Put that foot on the ground. Let's rest the elbow and reach to the ceiling. Maybe turn the gaze. Sort of like a seated triangle pose or warrior two. All right, come around to the front. Take the other side, same thing. So the back of that left thigh is on the chair. I'm going to drop my right knee down towards the ground. I'm going to ratchet mine back just a little bit, but you decide how deep you're going to take this. Draw that tailbone underneath. It's going to push up just a little bit. And then as you lift that arm that's closest to me, let that right hip drop. Now hold on to the chair so nobody falls out. Lean back up so you're on the chair there more. Yeah, even more, even more, even more. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And little baby arc over. Don't lean forward, lean towards the chair. Yes, perfect. All right, let's put that right foot on the ground, right in front of you there. In front of the chair. Hand on the chair. And then we're going to reach up and see if you're on the chair there, you'll be good and secure, but if you're on the edge of your seat, you may have more trouble. There you go. Beautiful. All right. And coming around to the front, right leg in front, just on the edge of your seat because you'll need to be to really get this stretch. I'm going to hinge forward, but if you're nervous about falling out, then by all means hold on to the chair. Let the heart come forward so everybody's eyes pop up. Then that's when you'll really feel that lengthen. Deep breath. Exhale. Release back down and roll up. Let's take the other side. Same thing. Deep breath in. Hinge forward. Release back down and roll back up. Bring that right knee up. I'm going to cross it over. We're just going to take this stretch today. Crossing it all the way over up here, whatever feels good. Find the tip of the sit bones. Deep breath in, and then we're going to rotate around. You should really feel this come into the hip right there. Maybe turning the gaze as well, but the core muscles are going to hold you there. They're going to do this work as you turn the heart towards the right wall. Come on back, same thing on the other side. Sitting nice and tall, really engage that supporting leg right there so you can get a nice twist. And then we turn, turning the heart towards the left wall. All right, so leave that left hand on the chair. I'm going to come back to the front, put the right hand on the chair. And then I'm going to slide one heel out in front. You can slide two if you're comfortable with that. Just lift the heart. So lean back into that heel of your hand or the palm. Squeezing the shoulder blades so the heart's really going to lift. Keep the chin tucked. Breathing deep. All right, slide the feet back in. That big beach ball right here in front, you're going to round over it, scoop the belly. You don't get all the way down to the thighs. You just get the fingers to go maybe below the knees to the shins. Take a deep breath into the back. And exhale, roll back up. All right, push all the way back to the chair. A little less wiggle in the fingers and the toes here. Yeah. Oof. And then clench it all up. Release. Sit on back into the back of the chair. Take that nice deep breath in. Settle in for a couple of those deep breaths. oxygenate that body.
Battery 90%. Connected to Olivia's iPad and Olivia's iPhone.
There we go. Let the corners of your mouth turn up in a little bit of a smile.